Hello everyone and welcome to Empire Total War Darthmod, or Darthmod Empire. Your choice, really? Well, this is the game I talked about, which I was going to use the Darthmod because the Photo Samurai one. Well, I couldn't do that because of me playing multiplayer a lot, so... But fortunately, I don't really play any multiplayer for this game, so I can have the Darthmod installed and not have any problems. Anyway, we will of course go into the ground campaign, and we will have a world domination campaign, just because I like to control the regions I do acquire. I like not to be bound by what I have to conquer and everything like that. And we will play as... Prussia. Yep, Prussia. So, let's start the game and grow our nation and create Greater Germany, for sure. Okay, we really don't care about what she has to say, but we'll do what she has to say. Go for military. So we have the ring bayonet. Well, we're going to have the ring bayonet, but we're already starting out with the plug bayonet. And the rest we have to research ourselves. But that's fine. We can take our rake and immediately move into Saxony. Or Dresden, I guess, in the region of Saxony. So, how are our starting position? Well, it's a bit bound, I must say. We are surrounded by, well, the sea, and Poland, Lithuania, and its vassal, right here, or protectorates. And on this side we have Hamburg, and we also have Dresden, as previously mentioned, and yeah, that's it. Well, once again, Poland, Lithuania. So, let's take a look at the diplomatic relations, and take a look at the potential great targets. Of course, first we want to get some trade going. That wasn't a problem. I even have room for more. They don't really like me, and I know I will get to war with them pretty soon. It always happens when you're playing Prussia. Of course, let's go for the colonies first. And yes, we have space for more. We have space for Austria, which goes over land. Open negotiations, request trade. And friendly, well, he was. Now he's indifferent. Great. Anyway, we have trade going with Hanover, and not any trade with Saxony. Can of course do that. And yeah, we're good. Well, I was actually going to take a look at Hanover. They are allied with the British and Westphalia, and seeing that the British is probably the greatest trading partner I do have, I will not attack Hanover. Saxony is of course a protectorate of Poland, Lithuania. So I guess it comes to this, war against them immediately. Well, as I said, that's what these campaigns generally turn into. But first we can start to build up our lands and get some better... Well, we won't prioritize here. We'll prioritize at our capital, Berlin. An Imperial Palace. The Darthmod is quite generous when it comes to the money you get at the start of the game, which is of course quite handy. Settlement fortification. I do really hate fighting forts. I said that in the previous Total War playthrough, Empire Total War playthrough I did do. And I really do hate it. But what can do? So, we just have to prepare for war, because, as I said, it's going to come pretty soon. I should also build up my army here. Actually, let's take a look at what I do have. 1 unit of cavalry, pikemen and artillery. Looking good, but I think we want 1 unit of cavalry. And yeah. Well, we can take and one more, and that will be line infantry. I don't want to wait for the cannons. I guess we can line it up right here. We have one unit of cavalry here as well, I do believe, yes. And not a single one here, so 2 of you and 1 of you. And nothing much else to do. Of course, they are... I eventually want to take over this. And they are Catholic. So he may want to convert them. They don't have any religious buildings, so I'm in the clear when it comes to that. So, that's everything for the first turn. And go on to the next. Okay, immediately. I barely had the time to drink a sip of water. Or water, as a regular person would say it. Okay, they want military alliance. They will give me access and payment. Yes, I want an alliance. We're also allied with Austria, which will be interesting if Austria decide to declare war on me, as they often do against Prussia. So I got a bit of money and an ally. Not too shabby. So once again, military alliance and single payment from my side. Can use the money we earned from the British. They're allied with Austria and Great Britain. Looks good to me. Okay, interesting proposition. Not really. I'd rather take it by force than have to give it this, which is Königsberg, and I don't want to give you that. Well, you are friendly towards me, but we are very unfriendly towards you, so I refuse. And I will ruin this day or something. They always say something like that. How insulting! Or something to that extent. Great, we got a farm, and it should be it. A new town, okay. Let's take a look. What do we really want here? Of course we do want faster research. -4 to happiness. Let's take a look. Okay, we can afford that, so I'll build another school. And besides that, we're still building up our armies, which should be ready to attack next turn. Well, of course, this force right here is highly sufficient enough to take West Prussia, but I do want another turn to get some more defenders here. So we're also growing our army right there, which is quite immense right now. And Saxony, they are protectorate of. Okay, I was worried that they were going to be allied with Austria, which I do have a tiny land border right here. Well, my plan is to make it a bit bigger. Anyway, you have to go to the next turn for that. Okay, a military alliance with these folks, on the other hand. I don't see any reason for this. They're allied to France and everything, and I don't like France, and France don't like me either. I'd rather be allied with Great Britain. Poland. I think Poland knows what's up. Another bit of alliance. Quite a bit of payment though. But then again, money isn't our biggest issue right now. So I'll refuse his offer. Should have taken a look at his allies, but nah. I mean, y'all alright. Okay. Austria. Ah, nice. So by attacking Poland and Lithuania now, Austria won't join. That's awesome. So, of course, the question is, should we just go for this unit right here and win an easy battle and then move on to Gdansk? I think we might do that, actually. And, of course, that will result in these guys joining the war. And not Austria, thankfully. We'll declare war. Will I bother? I think I can do this. Well, of course they do have Russia by this side. Well, I seem to remember that they don't really do much. Russia, when they are at war with me, not in the beginning rounds. Anyway, I'll call them to help and we'll see what happens. Trade agreement cancelled. Ah, they joined. Nice. Very nice. Okay, they had quite a bit of reinforcing armies. And those two are completely similar. Okay, we are actually outnumbered, but due to them coming in one by one, like that, or close to one by one, it should be able to pick them apart, and they have inferior units and everything, so I'll see you on the battlefield. Oh, I love this quote. I had to point this out. Ultima ratio regum, the final argument of kings. As written on a cannon. How badass. Okay, here we are. And actually quite decent frame rate. That's awesome. Okay, we'll have our main infantry right here. There we go. Looking quite fancy. Yeah, I don't have a strong enough computer to have it on ultra. I miss a good motherboard and a good processor for that. Ah, unicorn attack. Hi. Playing Modern Warfare 2. Sadly, wasn't the greater Call of Duties it turned out to be. It's actually quite fun, at least in my regard. But I do see a lot wrong with it. But it's still superior to Modern Warfare 3 in my honest opinion. But it's a long time since I played Call of Duty, and we're playing Total War, so just ignore me. Anyway, why did I place my cavalry here and not my cannons? Gotta focus. Okay. Should probably increase this. Increase the artillery regiments. I think I have them on regular size. Well, I'll tweak this after I'm done with this. Oh look, that's the guy who brutally murdered me in the Flash tournament. The recent Flash tournament. Anyway, that's boring, and this is not multiplayer. So, just advance, and we're advancing towards barricades. Can of course just send our cavalry in. Would be a bit boring though. And I got Prussia's marching tune, whatever it's called. In all this glory. I might be a bit weird when I say that I actually prefer the Swedish one. It's a bit odd, but I still prefer it. Well, right now we have nothing protecting our cannons, and of course these guys don't have they don't have squares. Oh shit! Forgot about that. But of course we do have pikemen. Would be a bit weird if the artillery actually went charging into them. But that means that we have to take our own cavalry and protect our infantry. Okay, we are all almost entering combat with pikemen. Wow, that's not good. Like bayonets. That's permanent, but what can you do? Okay, they got charged. That's good. Bring them around again. And run them into position. And his general is a bit suicidal. Come on. There we go. Pikeman is actually losing. It's a bit weird. Okay, I somehow caught this cavalry. That was also a bit weird. And dear general, why are you doing this? This is not too good of a decision of yours. He has of course another general, which I intend to slaughter as well. The cavalry seems confused. Okay, they are losing badly, thankfully. This pikeman should be routing. That's it, pikeman, yes. And militia is going to be brutally murdered as well. I'll actually charge his artillery, his demi-cannons. Can go on to charge his militia. We'll see. The general is not faring too well. Not compared to my units. Okay, his pikeman is... no, that's his militia. But they're trying to run right through my own lines, which seems a bit odd. But I don't judge. There's the pikeman. Running away. Quite awkwardly. We are of course getting attacked in range, that's not good. Up against other pikemen. I was targeting a general, which is all the way over there. So we'll go for this bunch instead. Should be in line of sight somehow. Got some cavalry there. And this art... okay, never mind. It was actually the militia. We have routed the artillery. And that's 3 units. The 4 units who don't have their bayonets plugged. Okay, I can actually just enter this house and hold it up. Or maybe not, seems I can't enter that. Huh, maybe pikemen are prohibited. They aren't allowed to enter houses like these, because they are melee units. Probably has something to do with it. Oh well. Even more militia, which is probably going to be shot to bits right here. They do have line of sight. It appears they do have, only just, but still. Pikemen, not good. Okay, they are getting fired upon. Come on, break. I really need them to break. Okay, they captured it instead, it seems like. Or maybe not. Maybe that's a cannonball. For all I know, it could be. Okay, I'm holding up this pikeman, which is good. I think I'll move these guys in closer. Oh, nope, not a single kill. Fortunately, the cannonball didn't bounce. We're actually in range, it seems like. Somehow. We'll charge, why not? You don't have any more cavalry, besides the general. Okay, one unit of pikemen in town. Another one charging right at us. Taking a few losses. Beginning to dwindle down his morale. Of course, the cavalry. Nope. Third time lucky. The artillery bonus. The penalty to morale also affect my men, which is a bit unfortunate. Okay, another thing which is unfortunate is that these guys are now running. And that probably means that I have to take at least, okay, both of them, and have them plug bayonets. There we go, should be plugged by now. We should be slaughtering these guys, and indeed we do. We have our cavalry right here, and there should be pikemen here. Okay, there is. We'll bring our general up a bit and provide a bit of morale. Militia, not too good against the bayonet units. Another charge of pikemen. Another plug of the bayonet. And another counter charge. But that means that this is just militia. And militia is easily routed. And I appear to be winning right here. Winning and winning. Okay, I should actually pull back here. Just because that these guys will also kill a lot of my own men. Of course, so is this line infantry unit right here. But hey, what can you do? I think we'll plug bayonets for these guys as well. So that means I don't have any gunpowder units left. But that doesn't matter because every one of his gunpowder units is routed or close to routing or engaged in melee. I think we'll silence our cannons right now. Ah, of course we did have the militia left. Well, we didn't need you guys and your crap fighting anyway. Okay, just a nick of time it seems like. They are probably going to rout, but at least they aren't breaking through to my general. Okay, we'll send in the pikemen again. We have our line infantry, which will help here. And the battle is won. I have the confidence to say that. We of course took a great deal of losses in numbers, but overall they are the clear loser here. Come on, charge a bit more, you're almost there. And his general is killed. I think that's the second one actually. We'll send a final decisive charge of the cavalry. I don't think it's a light brigade, but this will have to do. artillery silenced, that's good. Well, that wall appeared to be a bit non-effective. 2 men dead. Well, all a part of the sacrifice for the great Prussian nation. End the battle, and I'll see you on the campaign map. And here you have it. Killed 150% more men than he did. So I consider that a great victory. Retreat with your wounded pride. Okay. Well. We'll try to repair this. I won't merge any units left yet. Of course we do have the money, so that's not a problem. We can go to Gdansk and demand surrender. Surrender refused. I honestly hate this situation because you see this right here. But of course the auto-resolve has a tendency to be a bit unruly. So we'll save this beforehand, and if this auto-resolve fails, I'm gonna be mad. And I'm gonna load it again. Thankfully, we didn't have to do that. It's actually telling the truth this time. So now our 2 starting provinces is now joined by West Prussia, Western Prussia. We'll repair this and build up the infrastructure here as well. Build an opera house. That'll get the people's what's the name of it? Well, we'll make the people happy, I guess. Okay, and we can now take this gigantic army, relatively, and attack Saxony. And then all we have to worry about are Courland, which never seem to do anything, and well, then we basically just have to worry about the entire eastern part of Europe right here. No big deal. Russia is very deceptive. It appeared to be a great nation, but it's easily conquered. I played Sweden a lot, and it's incredibly easy to capture Moscow. Incredibly easy. It's just a matter of capturing it and stay in it for like 50 turns, trying to get the population to accept you. But anyway, we'll attack here and crush this little force right here. And besiege. And I'll fight this. They're getting support from these units right here. And I'll fight this, but not today. Today is not today. So, I hope you enjoyed this, and next time we'll take Dresden, maybe Warsaw. We'll see about that, and hopefully we don't lose Königsberg. So, thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.